Hello everybody, my name is Sniping Spawn, and I welcome all of you back to the 7th official character in this series of videos of Super Smash Bros. 5 Newcomer Ideas. We've talked about various characters so far, from the likes of Bomberman and Rex and Pyra, to Paper Mario and Dixie Kong. Today though, in this video, for the 7th character, it isn't going to be a specific character, but a character concept from a game, from a series that has been in Smash Bros. Since the days of Melee, and an unreleased game in that series, the series being Fire Emblem. Obviously it's in the thumbnail, or in the name of the video. You should know by now who I'm talking about. There's no suspense, really. And that game being Fire Emblem 16, or until we get a name for the game, which will probably be E3, and that's probably when it's going to finally be shown off, Fire Emblem on Switch. The new upcoming game from the long-standing Fire Emblem franchise. And this is the first time in this series that I'm talking about basically a character concept over a specific character. And it's not going to be the last. There is going to be a few future appearances of this concept, of a concept rather than a character themselves. And that does not take away the fact that somewhere down this line in a future video in the series, when they finally do reveal this game and do reveal characters for it, I will be talking about the characters specifically. And I will have entries in this series, for this game, in this series of Smash Bros. 5 Newcomer Ideas that are specific characters from said game. But till we get that released, here's the character concept of Fire Emblem 16, Fire Emblem Switch, character for Smash Bros. 5. And just like I've talked about for numerous lists so far, 3 categories for the video. Why do they make sense for Smash Bros? What are moveset ideas? And percentage chance that they'll get in. This will be at least a little bit different because it's going off the idea of what the character could be rather than a specific character, but I will try my best anyways. So why does a character from the upcoming Fire Emblem game on Switch make sense to be in? First and foremost, a new Fire Emblem character kind of makes sense to be in general, because every Smash Bros. Game since Melee, we've seen at least one newcomer from the Fire Emblem franchise. So it makes sense for us to get another one. And they're always usually from the newer games. Fire Emblem franchise, as of the last 6 or so years, has been being pushed by both Intelligent Systems and Nintendo. It is becoming one of their heavily pushed Nintendo franchises. It's getting there with the likes of Mario and Zelda and Pokemon. It's not there yet, but it's getting there, and it's definitely improved in popularity and push from the companies since the days of Awakening. It's been one of Nintendo's first franchises to receive a mobile game. We've gotten a Warriors spin-off. It is heavily utilized and referenced in a lot of different things and cameos and whatnot. And of course, Smash Bros. 4, we kind of got like 6 characters, so it has become a very heavily used franchise. So not only have we got a new character every series in the Smash Bros. Franchise since Melee, it also is a heavily pushed franchise, and the franchises that normally get heavily pushed by Nintendo usually are ones that kind of get newcomers in Smash Bros. Games. On top of that, Fire Emblem 16, the Switch game, is going to be the first home console Fire Emblem since Radiant Dawn on the Wii, which came out like 2006, 2007. So it's been about 12 years since we saw Fire Emblem on a home console at all. So you don't think that they're going to heavily push this game, not only by heavily advertising it, putting probably some good DLC in it, some good pre-order bonuses, making the game as huge as possible. You don't think they're going to probably advertise it in other things too, like Smash Brothers. So it's going to be heavily utilized, and since they're heavily pushing this game, I think a character from it is very, very, very likely. And it's also going to be the first HD Fire Emblem we've gotten. So not only the first home console in a long time, it's the first HD one ever, and it's the next main entry in the series. It's not going to be a remake like Echoes. It's going to be a new entry in the series, the next new big thing Intelligent Systems can do with the power of the Switch on a home console return. I'm thinking a character from it that's why it makes sense. Why a character from Fire Emblem 16 from the Fire Emblem franchise makes sense to be in. Hugely popular pushed franchise, the new entry in the series, the first home console in a while, HD series, and this franchise has been heavily utilized. And like I said, there's a new Fire Emblem character like in everything with Smash Brothers. It's just kind of easy to pick out the pattern and kind of guesstimate that they're going to put another one in, at least one more. And I know people hate that, but you know what? Things happen. There you go. It's not like other franchises don't get characters too. And it's like, there you go. So that's why they make sense to be in. whoever they are. We don't know the specific character yet. So on to Moveset, which is going to be the fun part of this video, because I can't go off a specific class type or a specific weapon triangle type or whoever the heck else weapon thing. So let's just go with this. The smash attacks are going to be them swinging their weapon. They could be using a sword, which I know people don't want that, but the main character could very well be using a sword. They could swing their sword. They could swing their, axe. They could have a dagger and swing it. They can use magic with their tomes. They can just swing their weapon. That's what they have. They can have a spear, a lance, a dagger, a mace. They can have a sword. They can have a double-edged sword. They can have whatever the hell Intelligent Systems wants them to have, and that's what their main smash attack is going to be. The character they pick, they're going to take their weapon, and like they do in every Smash Bros. Game, and like they do in every Fire Emblem game, swing, swing away, poke, poke away, attack you all away, melee-based stuff. That's going to be their smash attack. The special attack would be interesting because it could vary based off what kind of special abilities these characters have, because normally in Fire Emblem, as you level up your characters, you get special ability, like certain things they could do. Or certain characters also have ranged attacks. Maybe the character can throw some daggers. Maybe the character knows magic. Oh, I can use lightning, thunder, ice, fire, Nosferatu, all this magic stuff. They could be a magic user and they could use magic. They can use throwing daggers or throwing stars if we're going by the ninjas of like fates and stuff like that. They can do ranged attacks. They can have special abilities that maybe boost up their abilities, make them go faster. Maybe they're one of those people that could transform into some sort of animal or creature and they become a dragon, or they can become a tiger or a lion or something. So they have the ability to do either some sort of creature transformation or magic, or they can throw stuff like daggers or some sort of special abilities they get to enhance their abilities, make them slower but more powerful, faster but weaker. They can evade attacks, some sort of special ability that the character can unlock in the game. There you go. Whoever it is, they have, like characters in Fire Emblem always get some sort of special ability that you can unlock as you level them up. And Final Smash is going to be simply whatever their ultimate attack is. Like for Ike, it was Great Ether because his big attack in Path of Radiance was the Great Ether attack, which he used against the Black Knight. Double teaming up, pairing up was kind of a big thing in Awakening, so that's what made Robin team up with Chrom. It was a big feature of the game, and that's why the Final Smash was that, I'm sure. That's probably the reason why. And also a way to get Chrom in the game without making him playable. So whatever the main focus, like in terms of like original idea or concept for this series, or the character they pick's ultimate attack, that's going to be the Final Smash. Maybe they will summon the entire freaking army from the game to come in and shoot bows at people and use fire on people and just storm the stage with like an entire army of like 80 soldiers just coming in, just wrecking crap and just destroying the stage and whoever your opponents are. Or opponent is if it's one person, or they can have their ultimate attack like how Ike got Great Ether, or some sort of special feature like the game's main like original unique concept, like the pair-up thing for Robin and Chrom in Awakening. Some sort of what the game's main focus is, or that character's main special attack. I know it's not like a very in-depth moveset, but it's going off a character concept rather than a character themselves. And it will, like I said, I'm touching up on this subject again for characters from this game when we finally get characters revealed. So I probably would do about 4 or 5 characters from this game at some point. Some heroes, main characters, side characters, villains. So somewhere down the line, maybe like number 80, 90 on this list, I'll probably by that, and this hopefully this game will be revealed. But as for a character concept, like I said, smash attack will be them swinging their weapons. Special attacks would basically be special abilities they have, or if they have long range attacks like a dagger or magic. And Final Smash will be based off either their ultimate attack they get in the game, or some sort of special ability they get, or whatever the main focus of the game is, like the original concept, unique idea from it. There you go. Now for the percent chance I could see a Fire Emblem Switch, Fire Emblem 16 character getting into Smash Brothers, I'm going to say 95% chance, because first and foremost, we always see a Fire Emblem character, Newcomer, always in Smash Brothers. And I think because this is the first console game in a long time, they're going to heavily go for this. That 5% missing is their chance they still might pick, if there's only one Newcomer, they might pick Alm or Celica from Echoes. Unless they decide to put both either an Alm or Celica and the Fire Emblem 16 character in there, which is still possible because we have seen more than one Newcomer again in Smash Bros. Smash Bros. 4 with Robin and Lucina. But if there is only one, I think they're going to pick this one over Echoes. But there's still a chance they might pick Echoes. 5% chance they will pick Alm or Celica over this character, and this character might be DLC or something, I have no clue. But I'm going to say 95% chance because it's the next big, super popular, main pushed Fire Emblem game in a series that gets characters like every single Smash Bros. Game, has raised itself in popularity, and it's getting spin-offs like Warriors and Heroes and everything, and there's just a very likely chance. I'm not going 100% just yet, even though it is practically guaranteed we'll get a newcomer, but I'm saying 95% chance for this character specifically, one from this game, because we don't know who it is yet, but there's still a chance they could use Echoes as well. There you go. So that is my number 7 character, the character concept of someone from Fire Emblem 16/Switch. Hope you guys like this video. Put in the comments section what you guys think. What do you think could be possible for this Fire Emblem game? Who do you think the main character is? What kind of weapon do you think they're going to use? What's your heavy speculation for what is going to even happen in this Fire Emblem game? And what do you think they should go for when they create this character? Because maybe Intelligent Systems is working with Sakurai and they're working on making an original character, so it's not a blue-haired sword user again. Or it might be a blue-haired sword user again, and the guy can use like a double-edged lightning sword and it's a thunder god dragon hybrid lion creature that flies down and I'm using thunder. I don't know. Whoever the main character is, whoever the main characters are, they'll pick heavily from that one. And it's just like anything's possible at this point because we don't know. We haven't seen it yet, and E3 is probably the point we're going to finally see this game. So by that time, I could have some character ideas for this list, and hopefully the characters they have for main characters, villains, side characters, and all that from the game are interesting enough that I can fill up this list with some really, really interesting character ideas for Smash Bros. 5. But put in the comments what you guys think about the reasons why this character makes sense, moveset ideas, percentage chance, and that's it. And the next character number 8 on this list, is going to be going to a third-party character that was a big PlayStation mascot back in the days of the N64 in the original PlayStation, and their game, or should I say trilogy, that's a spoiler right there, is getting released on the Switch in the coming months. I'm talking about that character next time. So my name is Newcomer. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day. I'll see you all later.